Turbines to speed.
Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Nation Network, where tonight it's New Year's Eve, and as we count down with you, we've got the best of world-class championship wrestling coming right here on the Nation Network. Coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. This is world-class championship wrestling. I actually watched a little bit of AEW, not a lot. Just enough to remind me why I don't watch it. Oh, this is already funny. Just the headline. The list of moves and actions that are now banned from AEW or need to be approved by the company.
Maybe that's why Nash is pissed off, because he went for Brock and Austin and not try to duplicate him.
Well, it'd be easier to duplicate him. You only have to learn 5 moves.
Like you said, and we've all been saying, Tony Khan, you need a hierarchy, and he gets one, and then we make fun of it.
Because he's sitting back there talking about the Brock match, and it's finally we had a wrestling match. Finally, we got 2 guys telling a story. They weren't outside in the ring the whole time. One of them
was he not watching the same match as we were?
Yeah, those games, man, I would say, like, for me, like, the best ones, I would say, are, like, the ones where they try to get a certain, like, time.
This is my entire IT team right here on screen. Everybody. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the Nation Network. While you're at it, why don't you check out our sister channel, All Night Gaming. A little bit of everything from old school to new school. Once the final bell rings, jump over to All Night Gaming and join us where the fun never ends. Huge crowd on hand here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Texas Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys, now playing host to the world-class championship wrestling. Our opening contest will be an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal featuring some of the biggest names, and I do mean the biggest names in professional wrestling. Bruiser Brody, the first entrant heading down to the ring, but he's not going to be alone. So much action coming up for you later tonight. We have got the vacant Texas Championship, and it will be decided tonight. No holds barred Texas death match rules will be in place for that one. While Bill Irwin going to see if he can't become the Texas champion, but he's going to have to get past gentleman Chris Adams to do it, as we take a look at Bugsy McGraw making his entrance. Bugsy never met a party he didn't like, and here on New Year's Eve, what better place? Co-feature main event is going to be a tremendous six-man tag team match featuring the fabulous Freebirds on one side. Kerry and Kevin will be on the other, and joining them, Kerry and David will be on the other side, I beg your pardon, and joining them will be the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Kevin, of course, in the main event, going up against the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. All that and plenty more right here at the Parade of Champions. To all our friends in Europe, Happy New Year. You've already had yours. Here on the East Coast, we are still counting down. Our next entrant into this battle royal, Carlos Zapata, by way of Cuba. There are those that state that he is personal friends with Noriega. I'm not going to confirm that because those are rumors, but you never know. He certainly looks like he could be. We have an exciting three-way match coming up later tonight featuring some of the top talent in the world. Big Daddy Bundy making his way. We told you it was going to be the biggest names. He's got to be one of the favorites in an over-the-top rope battle royal because I don't know if any one person's going to get him up over the top rope. That'll take a concerted team effort, I believe, to eliminate someone like Big Daddy Bundy. Even Bruiser Brody's got to be looking at him thinking, how am I going to move this big man? Here comes the spoiler. Very popular here in world-class area. The masked man, who is a tremendous in-ring competitor. We'll see how he holds up in a battle royal. Totally different style of match than what he's used to. A lot of speculation as to who might be behind that mask. A lot of people have tried to find out. But as of this date, that identity still remains a mystery. Oh, take a look at this. Stunning Steve Austin. As he makes his way down towards the ring. One of our first opportunities to really get a look at this man in action here at World Class. Definitely a very talented individual. Was trained by Chris Adams. Want to welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Andrew Roberts in the house along with Shaw. Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here.
Trust me.
Oh, and that can only be one man, and that is Jake the Snake Roberts. When we talk about the biggest names here in World Class, one of those names that has to be put on the top of the list is this man right here. He has that maneuver he calls the DDT that puts people out, but it won't do you a whole lot of good in a battle royal. The last thing you want is dead weight that you have to pick up and throw over the top rope. Robert's going to have to come up with another method, but his ring psychology, second to none. And everyone knows what's in the bag. How much of a role might that play in a match like this? 7 other competitors have to wonder about not only where's Jake, but then they have to worry about where's the bag and what's inside. Capacity crowd here at Texas Stadium. And our final entrant here in the Battle Royal. Well, perhaps the biggest, saved for last, Andre the Giant. Talk about a monster of a man. Andre the Giant topping out at 7'4", 475 pounds. They don't weigh him on a traditional scale. He has to go to the truck stop to get weighed in. They call him the 8th wonder of the world for good reason. You've never seen anything like it before. You'll never see anything like him again. As we welcome Freddie here live to the Nation Network once again, Happy New Year to everyone. The bell sounds, action's underway. The last man standing will be the winner of $10,000. Bugsy McGraw on the receiving end of a big power slam, courtesy of Big Daddy Bundy. Andre the Giant now going to work with Jake the Snake Roberts, and Roberts has been eliminated. That didn't take long at all. Stunning Steve almost taken out by Zapata. And now Bundy on the receiving end, courtesy of Bugsy McGraw. It looks like Andre the Giant trying to get a hold of Bundy. And then two big men starting to lock up here. Bruiser Brody getting in the mix. Andre has his sights set on Bundy. Slams the big man. Brody trying to eliminate Bugsy McGraw. That doesn't happen. And now Bundy locking up with Andre the Giant. That's a main event match anywhere. Bundy taking Andre down with a clothesline. You don't see that happen very often. And now the double team on the eighth wonder of the world as Bruiser Brody getting some shots in on Andre as well. If you're Andre the Giant entering an 8-man battle royal, you have to know that you're going to be the target. Stunning Steve now locked up in the corner. Carlos Zapata going to try and remove him from the battle royal if he can get him over. Meantime, Andre has got Bugsy McGraw, walks him all the way over to that top rope, and Bugsy is just barely able to hang on. Fighting off a giant, not an easy thing to do, but he did it. Outside of the quick elimination of Jake the Snake Roberts, nobody else has gone yet. And here's Bruiser Brody trying to take out Big Daddy Bundy, but he'll have nothing to do with it. Austin now looking at Bugsy McGraw. Gonna try and put him out over the top rope. Bugsy hanging on for all he's worth. Austin still hasn't managed to eliminate Bugsy, and he'll fight his way back into the battle. Tremendous shot, and down goes Stunning Steve. Big Daddy Bundy now targeting Stunning Steve Austin. Andre the Giant with an overhead press of the spoiler. Down 475 pounds on the chest of the spoiler. He'll never be the same after that. The battle rages on here in Texas Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, the crowd on its feet for what promises to be a memorable night of professional wrestling action here on the Nation Network. Big right hand now by Stunning Steve. Boot to the midsection, and now Andre is stunned momentarily at the very least. Austin bringing Andre over to that rope, and now going to try and eliminate the eighth wonder of the world. Can he do it? We see King Kong Bundy down in the corner on the far side. Now Andre looking to extract some revenge on Austin. Big knee lift, and down goes Andre the Giant. We don't normally see Andre off of his feet. Oh, Andre takes over Bruiser Brody. Can you believe what we just saw there? Headbutt, down goes Brody. And now Austin precariously hanging on the top rope. He goes over but doesn't hit the floor. Tremendous action taking place in this one. And now Andre's got Bruiser Brody. Brody's been eliminated. There are now 6 remaining here in the over-the-top rope battle royal. $10,000 to the winner. Double team on Bruiser Brody. And Andre, of all people, comes to the rescue. Why would he do that? Spoiler now going to work on Andre. Irish whips him to the ropes. Back out front, needed a midsection. Andre again, and he gets caught. Russian leg sweep takes the big man down. Bugsy McGraw eliminated. Stunning Steve Austin takes out Bugsy, and now we are down to 5. Big Daddy Bundy not having anything to do with it as Austin tries once again to see if he can get the big man out of this match. Spoiler going at it with Zapata, and I gotta tell you, I'm amazed Zapata's still in this match. And now, Big Daddy Bundy hanging on to the ropes, trying to prevent the elimination. Spoiler tied up against the ropes as well. Zapata with a clothesline, and he eliminates the Spoiler. Zapata's one of the final 4, and that's hard to believe. Bundy has Andre the Giant up with a power slam. Oh, we've seen it all. Andre the Giant has never been handled by anyone like that before. These two monsters tying up with one another. Right hand to the head, and Big Daddy Bundy goes down. Andre from behind with a headbutt. Taking Stunning Steve over now, turns his attention to Carlos Zapata. Zapata is slammed almost through the ring with that one. Andre again going after Bundy. One thing I'll say about Andre the Giant in this match, he is not focused on any one person more than Big Daddy Bundy, and he's right back to it again. I think he doesn't like the idea of someone else even being considered the biggest man in wrestling. Much less the King of the Battle Royal, which is a nickname that Andre the Giant has earned over the years. And he's got Big Daddy now. What's he going to do with him? Carlos Zapata has had him at least for a moment, Stunning Steve, but Steve Austin comes out the back door. As Big Daddy Bundy tries to attack from behind, Austin not taking kindly to that. And a clothesline, there goes Bundy! Stunning Steve really making a name for himself here tonight in the Battle Royal. Eliminating some major names and major players here at World Class. Carlos now has got Austin. Trying to put him over the top rope. Andre for a moment there. Yeah, double team. They're going to try and work together here, at least for the moment. And there goes Austin. Oh, my goodness. Carlos Zapata, I don't like your odds. Andre scoops him right up. Oh, 500 pounds down. Carlos Zapata is dead weight right now, but Andre the Giant has already shown he is more than capable of lifting that overhead. Headbutt, down he goes, and he's been busted open. Blood flowing. And Andre's got him to the ropes. Say hello to Castro. Andre the Giant, the king of the Battle Royal, victorious here tonight to kick things off. Oh, the Parade of Champions off to a tremendous beginning. Some of the biggest names we said at the beginning. And how's about the one-on-one with Andre the Giant King Kong Bundy? I'm not sure we've seen the last of those two. There's your winner, Andre the Giant. Plenty more action still to come. Stick around on the Nation Network.
It's not WrestleFest on the arcade. It's not WrestleMania on the NES. It's not No Mercy on the N64. It's just a gunshot away from those fine retro games on Project 64. Retextured, remodeled, right on your home PC. Climb aboard, but watch your step. It's the all-new WWF Legends Challenge 64.
Welcome back, fans. Ready for our first match of the evening. Percy Pringle bringing out this man right here, Cactus Jack Manson. He is definitely cut from a different kind of cloth, you could say. Often it's been said that certain people march to the beat of their own drum. I'm not sure this man has a percussion section. Percy Pringle III escorting him down to the ring, and that's all you really need to know. You judge a person by the company that they keep. Once again, wishing everybody a very happy and safe New Year. So we come to you live from Dallas, Texas. Parade of Champions here on the Nation Network. Here comes his opponent, Al Madrill. Most popular individual around here in world class, and he's going to have his hands full tonight. Not just inside the ring, but he's going to have to worry about what's going on outside as well, because Percy Pringle III, well, we've seen him in action, and we know that he will do anything to get his man a victory. Huge response for Al Madrill as he makes his way inside the ring. Look at that determination in the eyes of Cactus Jack Manson. Bell sounds, action's underway as these two tie up, and here we go. Kick things off with a big 8-man battle royal. This is our first one-on-one match of the evening. Nice block right there by Cactus Jack. Comes up with a right hand to the head. Referee might want to step in and let him know about the rules, because quite honestly, what we've seen of Cactus Jack Manson is he doesn't really care so much to read the book. He might have been looking at the pictures. I'm not sure. Back body drop out to the floor. Al Madrill feeling that one. Almost 15 feet to that hard surface below is not much. And I assure you, the turf here at Texas Stadium is not going to provide you with a whole lot of comfort or cushion on the way down. As they exchange blows now, back and forth. Oh, drops him on his head. And even Cactus Jack is going to feel that one. There are those that believe that man is impervious to pain. I disagree. I think he just enjoys it more than most. Into the steel post he goes. And Madrill now, gets turned around. And now it is Cactus Jack Manson following Madrill back inside the ring. Irish whip to the rope. Back out front, the two men collide. Nobody gaining an advantage in that one. Belly to back suplex, nicely done. And now Madrill goes outside the ring. Oh, look at Percy. Gutsy move on his part. Thought he was going to put his hands on Al Madrill. I can promise you that would have backfired. And now it is Al Madrill. Right in front of Percy. Look at this. Using that top rope to snap Cactus Jack back to the middle of the ring and making his manager watch. He might do it again. Look at this. He's got words for Percy. Now goes for the cover. Thinks he might have him, and he does not. One thing about Cactus Jack Manson, he has an incredibly high pain threshold. He can take a lot of punishment, more than the average man by far, and still come back for more. Has Cactus Jack up across the shoulders. What's he going to do with him now? Drops him throat first across the top rope. And now has him in a submission hold. Look at this. Trapping the arm, cross face, and somehow Cactus Jack Manson survives. Madrill once again perching him on the top rope, and now back elbow gets Manson out of trouble. And he comes off the ropes with that double axe handle right to the head. Big right hand to the breadbasket. Has him on the top, and now what's he going to do with him? Slingshot back towards the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover, hook of the leg. Both of these men testing one another. How much can you take? And now it is Cactus Jack Manson with Al Madrill in the corner. Boot to the midsection, and that does its job. Down he goes. Manson driving the knee right to the face. Could have broke his nose. And now Manson has him. Gonna go for the pile driver. The move that's been outlawed in so many wrestling promotions around the world. Goes for the cover, hook of the leg, and that could be all she wrote for Al Madrill. Big win for Cactus Jack Manson here tonight at Parade of Champions. We're going to take a look back at some of the action. Al Madrill is going to have to go back and figure out what went wrong here. That right there, I believe that might have been the beginning of the end. I don't know that Madrill ever came back from that shot to the face, and that pile driver certainly put him out. So many wrestling organizations will not allow the use of the pile driver because of just how deadly it is. There is your winner, Cactus Jack Manson, ladies and gentlemen. Plenty more to come right here on Parade of Champions. Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest hockey action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts. You give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blazed Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed Wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you. All right, fans, we are back and ready for more action here at the Parade of Champions New Year's Eve edition. Gary Hart presents. That is the Great Kabuki along with the Magic Dragon, and you see Bugsy McGraw, who was in our opening match earlier tonight, the Battle Royal. Tag team action, what promises to be very entertaining to say the least, as we take a look at the debuting team. Sean and Steve, the Simpsons. These two young men, very exciting, high-flying, and because they're brothers, they may have that advantage of knowing their tag team partner better than even Gary Hart Incorporated's organization. Of course, I don't think Gary Hart would agree with that statement, but that's to be seen. Sean on the left, Steve on the right. And this Magic Dragon, we know nothing about him other than the fact that he's been taken under the wing, you might say, of the Great Kabuki. If you're the Simpsons, that's not a good thing, not in any way, shape, or form. And then you still have Gary Hart and Bugsy McGraw at ringside. Oh, look at this, biting the head. The Magic Dragon going to work now on the arm. And you see a lot of the Oriental style, the Japanese wrestling coming through here early on. To the middle rope he goes. Went for an elbow, nobody home. And Steve Simpson now sizing up the opposition here. He's going to have to come up with something on his own. Right now it has been all Dragon. Finally, Steve firing back with a right hand. Big knee lift, and that takes him down. Referee's going to start the count. Try and get the action back in the ring as the Dragon sitting here on the field. Texas Stadium with a near capacity crowd here. Down across the back he goes. Simpson now starting to take things into his own hands. Drops that knee into the chest. And the momentum starting to swing in favor of the brothers. Dragon with that teardrop suplex right here on the field. And he hammers away. Referee continues the count. This one's out of control. It is breaking down. I don't believe it. They're going to get the win by a count out. Nothing pretty about that, but he got the job done. Gary Hart will be the first to tell you they don't ask you how you won. Big victory for Hart Incorporated. We'll be back with more from Parade of Champions. My goodness.
Everybody's favorite time.
Wrestling fans, right after this program is done, enter the danger zone. Jump over and check out J-Rock 73. Tell him Vince sent you.
All right, it is time for our first championship matchup. The Texas Heavyweight Championship title on the line. Right now it is vacant, but it will be determined as we take a look at Wild Bill Irwin making his way to the ring. We know that this is going to be one hell of a battle between a couple of legitimate contenders. Bill Irwin has had a lot of experience inside the squared circle, both as a singles and as a tag team competitor. That might give him a slight advantage in a match like this. But he's going up against one of England's greatest exports in gentleman Chris Adams. As we take a look at Chris Adams as he makes his way towards the ring, this Texas Stadium crowd cheering loudly for the very popular Chris Adams. He's going to be tested here tonight, though, perhaps like never before. Since coming to World Class, he has made one heck of a name for himself. Coming into this match, the war of words has been raging between these two competitors. Adams has made it clear that this title means a lot to him, and at the moment, more than anything else. Take a look. Soak it in. That's what these men will be competing for here tonight. The Texas Championship. Bell sounds, action's underway, and here we go. Which of these two men is going to have what it takes to get the job done? You're going to have to put someone's shoulders down for the count of three or make them submit. Neither of those tasks will be easy for either of these men to accomplish. Nice float over on that suplex, and he got a one count early on. Don't think Chris Adams really expected he was going to put Bill Irwin down with that move that early in the match. But it doesn't hurt to test the waters and see exactly what's going on. These men travel throughout the year and perform so many times inside the squared circle. The body damage adds up. We're talking about a New Year's Eve. Well, over the last 365 days of combat, these men are not at 100%, and sometimes you just want to see if perhaps one of those nagging injuries is playing a bigger role than your opponent has let on. There's the Irish whip to the ropes. Big boot right to the face, and Adams down. He goes by the moniker of the gentleman, but don't let that distract you, because Chris Adams has proven that when necessary, he can get down and dirty with the best of them. Drop kick to the back. Nicely done by Adams. And while Bill Irwin, stunned by that move, Chris Adams follows up with some more shots to the back. He has made it a clear target. Perhaps he knows something more. People talk in the locker room, and it's possible that he may know something. Hard right hand, and now look at this. Irwin not too happy, and there's that spinning back kick, though. Irwin having a lot of trouble coming up with an answer. Adams circles his opponent, now goes to the middle rope. Waiting for Bill Irwin to get back up, and he does. Axe handle to the head, and Irwin now going out to the apron. Smart move. Using that top rope to pull himself back up. Shoulder tackle, and now Irwin out on the turf here in Texas Stadium, and we don't want to see another count out. We're not going to, not in this one. No holds barred. Texas deathmatch rules apply. And after that last match, now you know why. They want to guarantee we're going to have a winner here tonight for this title, and we will. They can fight outside the ring as long as they want, but the pin or submission has to take place inside the squared circle. Chris Adams handing out a lot of punishment right now. And now Irwin driving Adams down by the throat here in the aisleway. Wild Bill got caught. That variation of a leg arm drag taking him down here ringside, and now both men back inside the ring. Irwin with the Irish whip sends him into the turnbuckle, and now Adams gets caught there. Irwin sends him coast to coast, post to post, falls up on a clothesline. And now it is Adams that is reeling from the blows. Another Irish whip sends him to the ropes. The two collide. Irwin catches him and drives him into the turnbuckle. And then follows up with a big running power slam. While Bill Irwin in the turnbuckle, he's just waiting for gentleman Chris Adams to get back up. Belly to back suplex, folds him up like an accordion. And this time it is Chris Adams going out to the apron to reassess. Irwin studying his opponent. For some reason decides to wait for him to get back in the ring. Again drives him into the turnbuckle and now hurls him to the middle of the ring. Bill Irwin has him go for the suplex, blocked nicely. Chris Adams with the block and then returns the favor with a suplex. Adams got something in mind. What's he going to do here? Going all the way up to the top rope. He launches in an elbow drop. That could be it. He connected with that elbow drop, and the impact could be felt all the way in the upper deck. And Adams, face buster, hook of the leg, two, almost got him. Chris Adams looking for that super kick that we have seen him throw before. He connects, and we have a new Texas champion. 1, 2, and 3. What a victory for Chris Adams, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Parade of Champions. While Bill Irwin gave him one hell of a fight, I've got to give credit where credit is due. But Chris Adams said coming in that this title meant more to him than anything, and he fought like it. Look at the connection right on the jaw, knocked him out cold. There is no getting up from that one. Your winner and the new Texas Heavyweight Champion, gentleman Chris Adams. Stick around, fans. More action still to come. Hey, everybody. Thanks for checking out the Nation Network. While you're at it, why don't you check out our sister channel, All Night Gaming. A little bit of everything from old school to new school. Once the final bell rings, jump over to All Night Gaming and join us where the fun never ends. Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest Aki action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41. All right, fans, we are back, and this is going to be one heck of a matchup now. We are featuring three of the best names in professional wrestling today, starting off with Ravishing Rick Rude, He is one of the top contenders here in world-class championship wrestling. He has made it clear he has set his sights on Kerry Von Erich and the world-class heavyweight championship. A win here tonight in this three-way match would go a long way. The Ravishing One. And here comes his first opponent, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race. Talking about somebody who's got an axe to grind. Harley Race dropping that championship to the Nature Boy Ric Flair. He wants to get back in the title picture as well. And no better way than a win here tonight. Handsome Harley Race. Another man who lays claim to being able to go up against the NWA World Champion is this man right here. Rick Martel. He is the reigning AWA Heavyweight Champion. As far as he's concerned, his championship title is every bit as prestigious as the NWA World Champion. I'm not so sure about that. But again, a win in a match like this will go a long way to push the credentials of all three of these men. Who's going to get it done? That is the question. Once again, we welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. Retro Wrestling in the house. Happy New Year to one and all. The Parade of Champions, and it has been just that here tonight. Harley Race taking down Ravishing Rick Rude. Take a look at Rick Martel going outside the ring. He's going to let these two guys go at it for a while. Now from behind, taking advantage of the situation, atomic knee drop, and down goes Harley Race. There is a method to the madness of Rick Martel, the AWA World Heavyweight Champion. And the Ravishing One picks his moment, and now bouncing the head of Rick Martel off the canvas before turning his attention to Harley Race, and now Rick Rude taking out not one but both of his opponents. Still to come, we have that big six-man tag team match, and then, of course, the World Heavyweight title on the line in the main event. Kevin Von Erich will take on the Nature Boy Ric Flair for the World Championship. Harley Race going after Rick Rude now. And attacking the arm. Big roundhouse shot drops him. Harley is as tough as they come. A big, powerful man. He is not a former NWA World Champion by accident. He is a most accomplished in-ring performer. Martel now with that pinpoint precision, dropping the elbow into the chest. Double team. Oh, my goodness. Harley Race, twice the fun. And now fighting his way back up, takes down Rick Rude with a big clothesline, now focusing on Martel. They hit Harley Race with a 1-2 punch when it comes to elbow drops, and he did not take too kindly to that. Martel now out on the floor. And Harley Race stomping away on ravishing Rick Rude. Comes off the middle rope and missed the target. Now Rude takes advantage. Look at Rick Martel. Well, all three of these men know they're going to have eyes in their back of their head. No love lost, and there's clearly no affiliations being made here. Rick Rude dropping Martel head first. Oh, and take a look at this. Harley Race looked like he was trying to put on the iron claw, but that didn't happen. This crowd not too happy about it either. The idea of him trying to use the Von Erichs move with the history he's had against them. Race has got Rick Rude up and brings him over to the turnbuckle. What's he got in mind here? Head first! Martel got caught up and slipped right before he got to the corner. Takes out ravishing Rick, though, and now it is death down to Rick Martel and Harley Race. Up across the shoulders, couldn't hold him, and Rick Martel dropping Harley on the back of his head. Cross body block. And goes for the cover, hooks the leg, gets one, gets two. Rick Rude is not there to make the save. And Rick Martel, the AWA World Champion, with a most impressive victory. This will give you some credentials. Well, there's been a lot of talk between organizations like the AWA, like the NWA, about who the real world champion is. And Rick Martel just did a lot to prove the legitimacy of the AWA champion. When we come back, six-man tag team action will be on. Stick around, more to come here at the Parade of Champions.
So my entire life, I knew that I always wanted to be able to give back and help others, especially financially, because that's something that I never really had. And around the same time that I found Camper, I got my first big YouTube paycheck of $7,000. So I decided at that point I would start Camper Cares, a charity project inspired by Camper to help animals, families, and fosters. And so Camper Cares was born, and every month since, we have been donating a part of our ad revenue to animals, families, and fosters in need. Today, we are at Underdog Rescue in Moab. Underdog services the Four Corners area in Navajo Nation. It is a really special area that needs constant help and attention. Recently, the median household income here is $20,000. Unemployment rate is near 50%, and around 1/3 of the homes don't even have running water or electricity. Not only that, there are stray dogs everywhere. Just in Navajo Nation, there are 250,000 stray dogs. And in the Four Corners area, around 500,000 stray animals. The worst part is the life expectancy of a res dog is only 2 years old due to the lack of food and water, the harsh elements, predators, and life-threatening injuries. So I am so thankful for rescues like Underdog, especially because there are 4 other shelters in this region, but they are high kill shelters, and 93% of those animals in there are killed. Not to mention, there are only 2 vets serving the entire Navajo Nation. This area needs our help. I am so thankful for rescues like Underdog, who are doing such amazing and important work. They really, truly deserve it all. And thank you so much to all of you for making this possible and for making my dreams come true. And just by watching, making a dent in this big problem.
All right, well, Camper got a hold of my credit card last night. You want to show him what we got him? We got you guys. I'm so excited. 1,000 pounds of dog food. Except one catch. You guys got to help me out. 1,000 pounds of dog food will last this rescue about 1 month. So let's just say we need a lot more. So if you want to help, I'm going to put some information in the description with an address where you can send it or a link where you could just get it on Amazon. But at least we got a month down. All loaded up.
All right, fans, we are back and ready for more action. We invite you to check out the description in the link in the description box down below this video if you'd like to help Campers Cares Project and get some dog food over to these animals that have been rescued. Here we go. The fabulous Freebirds, led by their leader, Michael P.S. Hayes. They are the tag team champions right now. Those titles will not be on the line tonight as this is a 6-man tag team match. Buddy Roberts and, of course, Bam Bam Terry Gordy. No strangers here in Texas by any stretch of the imagination and not liked very well by the majority of folks here. Michael Hayes will have you believe that this capacity crowd here at Texas Stadium is here to see him, and perhaps some of them are, but I believe they're here to see him get what he has coming to him. And now here come the opposition. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has agreed to be the third partner along with the Von Erichs for this big match here as part of Parade of Champions. Oh, this crowd has really come to life now, and here come the hometown boys. David Von Erich heading down the aisle. A lot of people thinking that he is going to be going one-on-one with the NWA World Champion Ric Flair at some point in time, but that is presuming he is still the World Heavyweight Champion at the end of this night. Powers that be in the NWA Championship Committee deemed that Kerry Von Erich was getting the title shot here tonight. Could have been anyone, or Kevin Von Erich, I beg your pardon. It could have been any one of the Von Erich brothers, as they are all top contenders. And here comes the number one contender, in my opinion. He is the world-class heavyweight champion, Kerry Von Erich. As you see that championship title proudly worn around his waist. And Kerry into the ring, and that makes it 3 against 3. You see Buddy Roberts, Michael P.S. Hayes with some choice words for the fans and for Kerry Von Erich, the modern-day warrior. There's going to be no love lost in this match, I can promise you that. Buddy Roberts giving instructions to Michael P.S. Hayes. Bell sounds, actions underway, and right off the bat, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, getting a shot in, and Michael Hayes with the inverted atomic knee drop. Hayes took some exception to that quick jab by Dusty Rhodes. I think he was expecting a tie-up. Back off the ropes, they collide. Nobody gaining the advantage in that one. And Hayes now sending Dusty Rhodes into his corner. Dusty Rhodes is in the wrong part of town. This is where Bad Street USA comes to Dallas, Texas. Head first into the turnbuckle he goes. Now the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Better figure a way out because he is in no man's land. Double back elbow. And Big Bam Bam Terry Gordy. Tag is made by Dusty Rhodes. Here comes David Von Erich, and he got caught with a big boot. One thing about Terry Bam Bam Gordy, everyone already knows if you've ever seen him before. He's a big man, but he can move. He does things that a big man shouldn't be able to do, and he is an absolute force to be reckoned with in the world of professional wrestling. David's going to have to come up with some ideas here quickly because Terry Gordy will make short work of you. Has him up in the air. Big power bomb. Von Erich is in trouble. Not only is Bam Bam Terry Gordy handing out some severe punishment, he's doing it right in front of his brother, making him watch. That's Kerry, of course, I'm referring to. Fireman carry now by David Von Erich, and thus far the Von Erichs and Dusty Rhodes haven't really been able to mount a lot of offense in this match. Something's going to have to turn around. There's a tag made, and now we get a look at the world-class heavyweight champion, Kerry Von Erich, for the first time in this match. Bam Bam Terry Gordy going to try and escort him all the way over towards the Freebirds corner. You hear about Bad Street USA in Atlanta, Georgia. Michael P.S. Hayes will tell you about Bad Street. As you get further down the block, it gets badder and badder, and the Freebirds live in the last house on the block. Well, when you get into their corner, that's pretty much as close as you will ever experience to being on Bad Street USA. Von Erich, though, right now, pulling back on the chin of Bam Bam Terry Gordy. But Big Gordy able to take all that punishment and come right back without missing a step. Tag made, and thus far we haven't seen Buddy Roberts in the match yet. Hayes has got him on the top rope and snaps him back into the middle of the ring. Kerry Von Erich and Michael P.S. Hayes, these are two guys who know each other very well. No love lost between the two of them. And there's a stomp to the midsection. Hayes not always able to keep those shots where they need to be. That time I would say that was a clean blow. Not above going south of the border is Michael P.S. Hayes. Comes up with an atomic knee drop, and Kerry Von Erich in a lot of trouble right now. He and his teammates are going to have to come up with some kind of a solution to the Freebirds because they have been dominating in this match. Head first into the turnbuckle, and look at this. Kerry Von Erich didn't even know which way he was going at first, but makes the desperation tag to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And now Dusty comes up with an elbow, and down goes Michael P.S. Hayes. A shoulder tackle. David Von Erich standing up on that bottom rope, trying to get the crowd into this one. Irish whip is reversed. Oh, Dusty Rhodes follows Michael P.S. Hayes into the corner with a big elbow. Series of left jabs, and now flip, flop, and fly. Down goes P.S. Hayes. Dusty Rhodes goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Will that be enough for the win? There's one, there's two. He got, oh my goodness, I thought it was over. Hayes able to kick out just barely from that one. And now this crowd comes to life here in Texas Stadium. Rhodes waiting. Oh, here he goes. Bionic elbow. And down goes Michael Hayes. Dusty pulls him away from the ropes. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg, gets one, gets two, and again the shoulder comes off the canvas. I don't know where Michael Hayes is getting it from because nobody gets up from that one. And now Michael P.S. Hayes with a head first into the canvas. He drives him. And goes for the cover here, hooking a leg of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. There's two, and Dusty gets up. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion in his own right. The son of a plumber might not look like an athlete, but don't judge the book by looking at the cover when it comes to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Tag is made. Here comes Buddy Jack Roberts. He is the freshest man in this match as this is his first time in the battle. And Dusty Rhodes is going to welcome him to the fray. He's got him up for the airplane spin. And deposits him. Irish whip and Buddy Jack. Oh, look at this. Michael P.S. Hayes ties up the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Referees doing nothing. And now Buddy Jack Roberts takes advantage of it, raking the back of the American Dream. And now Dusty is up and down with a suplex. Targeting that leg once again. A lot of damage been done to that knee over the years by the Four Horsemen, and in particular Ric Flair. Well documented indeed, and the Freebirds are completely aware of this, and that is going to be a hot spot as far as they're concerned. I'm a little surprised that it's taken this long for one of them to go after it. Buddy Jack Roberts, though, is the first as he comes off the top rope, driving that knee right into the chest of the American Dream. Irish whip into the turnbuckle he goes. And now Buddy Jack Roberts going to come up with a big bulldog, and Dusty Rhodes might be done. Goes for the cover. There's one. There's two. And almost got him. Once again, we welcome everyone joining us here live on the Nation Network. This New Year's countdown, the Parade of Champions. Shout out to Big JH in the house. Happy New Year. And Buddy Jack Roberts is going to welcome the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Oh, he's been split. He is bleeding. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, in a lot of trouble right now. That blood flowing down the face. And now Dusty with a little do-si-do. Irish whip sending Buddy Jack Roberts into the corner. And here comes the tag double team now. Dusty Rhodes has got him. Kerry Von Erich from the middle rope down across the arm. You might have noticed Michael P.S. Hayes getting caught up with the referee. And now both Freebirds desperately want to get tagged into the match. They know Buddy Jack is in trouble. And Kerry Von Erich unloading on Buddy Jack Roberts. Goes for the scoop slam, couldn't hold him, and now Kerry right back in control. Von Erich, what's he going to do here? He's got the claw in the midsection. Buddy Jack Roberts is in a lot of trouble, but he's in the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. Got a 2 count. That should have been broken up. And now there's that discus punch to the head. Might have knocked him into tomorrow. There's 1, 2. Will that be enough? Shoulder comes up. What an unbelievable match we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen. As the modern-day warrior, Kerry Von Erich, hammering down. Nobody in their seat. They are all on their feet right here at Texas Stadium at the moment. Early on in the match, it was all Freebirds, but now the momentum has swung back. And finally, Buddy Jack Roberts looking to make the tag. Look at Michael Hayes. He drops off the apron. He didn't want to come in. Bam Bam Terry Gordy picks up the mantle, and now we will see if he has what it takes to bring this to a finish. What a sound that made as the body of the modern-day warrior just impacted. And Bam Bam Terry Gordy wants him up. I don't know what he's thinking. Yeah, I was going to say a little too far away. Gordy's able to do a lot of things that a big man can't do, but you're not going to cover that kind of real estate. Back body drop over the top rope. Referee considered a disqualification, but it was incidental. It was not intentional. And now David Von Erich back into the battle with an atomic knee drop on Big Bam Bam Terry Gordy. This crowd is absolutely electrified right now. What's it going to be like for the main event? Snapmare taking David over. Now Terry Gordy. See what he's got in mind here. He's got overhead press. David Von Erich. Normally anything that goes that high comes with a stewardess. Bam Bam Terry Gordy has him up in the air. And there's that power bomb one more time. Von Erich makes the tag to his brother, and the modern-day warrior back in the battle with a clothesline and a shoulder tackle. Another clothesline, and Terry Gordy is down. Von Erich bouncing his head off that canvas. Wraps him up, and now here comes the claw. Right to the midsection, the amount of pain that Bam Bam Terry Gordy is in right now. Debilitating indeed. Von Erich cover, hooks the leg, thinks he might have him. Let's see. There's 2. Gordy just barely got out of that one. Once again, the Freebirds desperately reaching for a tag. Oh, wait a minute. There's that Asiatic spike. Bam Bam Terry Gordy just delivering that thumb right to the throat of Kerry Von Erich. I beg your pardon, but it was only enough for a 2 count. And now the tag made. Michael P.S. Hayes. Now he wants to come in. Hayes measuring Kerry Von Erich. Out of the 6 men in this match, I would say these are the 2 with the biggest axe to grind. Michael P.S. Hayes taunting the fans at ringside as their hero, the modern-day warrior, temporarily down, but he's not out. As Von Erich now, it looked like he was sizing him up. Nice suplex right there by Michael Hayes. He can't take anything away from Michael Hayes when it comes to his in-ring work. You might not like the man, but he is very accomplished and very capable once that bell rings. And now he's got Kerry Von Erich with a bulldog right to the middle of the ring. That could have knocked him out. Going right to work on the throat of Kerry Von Erich, referee watching. And now Hayes sets him up, and he's going to drop him with that DDT. Kerry Von Erich is in a lot of trouble. Hayes hooking the leg, and that might be all she wrote. Save was made by David Von Erich, who just managed to get past Bam Bam Terry Gordy. And now we've got 4 men in the ring. Referee starting to lose control. Von Erich fighting his way back into the ring, and now he caught him. Will that be enough for the win? Michael Hayes got the shoulder up. Oh, I'll tell you what, both of these teams have absolutely brought it here tonight. Flying head scissor takedown, nicely done by the Modern Day Warrior, and Kerry Von Erich back in control. Takes that knee and drives it into the head of Michael Hayes. Hayes sent into the turnbuckle, and right there the American Dream Dusty Rhodes waits. Tag is made by Von Erich, and Dusty Rhodes now, as the blood still flowing down his face, is in control. Double team. Big right hand, and down goes Michael. P.S. Hayes trying to make the tag. And he does. Bam Bam Terry Gordy comes in. Oh my goodness. Gordy with a drop kick to the head. And another one, and Dusty Rhodes is reeling. Well, the two biggest men in the match right now going toe-to-toe. And Dusty is across the shoulders. He's got him in a backbreaker. Oh, my goodness. Terry Gordy just dropped to his knees, and the impact on the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, has got to be tremendous, but Dusty finds a way to fight back again. And now, letting the crowd know that he's still on this match. Not finished yet. Bam Bam Terry Gordy thought he'd go outside the ring for a moment until he realized he was in the wrong part of town. Bionic elbow. Gordy has been busted wide open, the blood flowing. Dusty Rhodes cover, hooks the leg. He got the win. David Von Erich able to intercept Buddy Roberts. What a tremendous six-man tag team matchup we had here, ladies and gentlemen. As we take a look back at some of the highlights, and there were plenty to be had in this one. That might be the last day of the year, but that's a match of the year contender right there. Look at the claw hold. The bloody Dusty Rhodes, along with Kerry and David Von Erich, victorious here at Texas Stadium, and this crowd loves the action. When we come back, it's for the World Heavyweight Championship. Stay with us. Actually watched a little bit of AEW, not a lot. Just enough to remind me why I don't watch it. Oh, this is already funny. Just the headline. The list of moves and actions that are now banned from AEW or need to be approved by the company.
Maybe that's why Nash is pissed off, because he went for Rock and Austin and not try to duplicate him.
Well, it'd be easier to duplicate him. You only have to learn 5 moves.
Like you said, and we've all been saying, Tony Khan, you need a hierarchy, and he gets one, and then we make fun of it.
Because he's sitting back there talking about the Brock match, and finally we had a wrestling match. fine when we got two guys telling a story. They weren't outside in the ring the whole time. One of them
Was he not watching the same match as we were?
Yeah, those games, man, I would say, like, for me, like, the best ones, I would say, are, like, the ones where they try to get a certain, like, time.
This is my entire IT team right here on screen. All right, fans, it is time now for our main event of the evening. It is for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And this crowd is on their feet for Kevin Von Erich. It has been a hard road for Kevin to get to the championship title match, but he's here tonight. The opportunity is here. Will he be able to seize the day? Take a look at the crowd here in Texas. They are waiting for this moment right now. And here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, bringing the prestige of the NWA World Heavyweight Championship as he walks the aisle. One of the best traveled championship wrestlers in the world today, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. He's been everywhere. Not just inside the United States, but around the globe as well. He has faced the best in Mexico, the best in Japan, the best in the Orient in general, the UK. You mention a country, he's been there, whether it's England, Germany, France, makes no difference. Always looking for the next best contender to prove that he is the man, as he will tell you. This is our main event, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the challenger, World Class's very own Kevin Von Erich. We know he's got that iron claw, and given the opportunity, he's going to cinch it up. Here is the reigning NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, fighting out of Charlotte, North Carolina. This should be a tremendous wrestling match. Both of these men capable of putting one on. But Ric Flair, if he starts to feel things are going a little bit south, do not be surprised if he pulls out some underhanded tactics. Referee displaying the belt to the challenger. And now to the crowd at home. Now all we need is to hear the sound of the bell, and this one will be official for the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Our main event here at WCCW's Parade of Champions New Year's Eve. They lock up early on, and here we go. Arm wringer nicely done by Kevin Von Erich, taking the world champion down, and Ric Flair. Von Erich going underneath. What is he doing? Kerry Von Erich! What is he doing? It's anything goes, but I would have thought Ric Flair would have done something like that. Kevin Von Erich's the new world champion. Are you kidding me? What just happened? The history between Ric Flair and the Von Erichs is deep. but I had no idea Kevin would resort to something like this. And just like that, we've got a brand new NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Kevin Von Erich. I'm at a loss for words. All right, fans, we want to thank you for being with us. We want to wish everyone a very happy and safe New Year's. Goodbye, 2023. You sucked.